Hey, I'm Caprice Coleman, and I'm here with another exclusive interview for ASÉ Wrestling. I have with you today the Pan-African champion, Suge D.
What's going on, everybody? We out here doing big things. We got past the first one. We got past the first one. We here.
The first ASÉ show, if you hadn't seen it, go look it up, man. It was some great matches. Not only great matches, it was great pitches like Aja Kong, Trish Adora. Speaking of Trish Adora, you beat Trish Adora for this championship. And many would say, and many thought that the Pan-African Championship was like this Trish Adora's title, and you proved it to be different.
I mean, there's always an exception to every rule. So, you know, Adrian Brunner was the problem. I'm the exception. I'm the one that made that happen. So, it was probably one of the most hardest fought matches I ever had. Darius Carter also in the match. Darius Carter getting a win over Jonathan Gresham, by the way.
Yeah.
So it's not a matter of skill with him. It's just, you know.
Oh, and that even leading to Darius Lockhart and Darius Carter. That's going to be like the battle of the Dariuses, I guess.
Absolutely. What was it? He said that he was the Darius that mattered while Lockhart was gone. So, you know, wild stuff like that. But this here is just everything to me, because it's just one of those things that I never thought would come into my atmosphere. Yeah. And now that it is in my atmosphere, it means everything to protect this, to defend this, to elevate this to the highest levels of recognition, notoriety, competition that I can get for this championship.
So what does this championship mean to you, though? Like, what is the difference between this championship and any other wrestling championship? Because I hear I'm saying that because a lot of people win championships and they're just like, oh yeah, I want to take this championship to the highest of heights, to the deepest of depths. I want to represent it to its fullest. I mean, you could do that with any championship. What's different about the Pan-African Championship?
This championship is being seen. It's being recognized. And it's not just who holds it. This is validating all the work of Black athletes like yourself, like myself. The Darius Lockharts, the Darius Carters, the Trish Adoras, the Jonathan Greshams. This is for us. And we're in an opportunity to be able to go ahead and showcase that in some of the best companies that you can see it in some of the best matchups that you ever will see. And there used to be a time we didn't have that. So this is our opportunity to be seen. And this is our prize to be able to go ahead and challenge for our culture. And I look at something like this and I think about what if we'd had something like this when, you know, Coco Beware was doing his thing, when JYD was doing his thing, when Big Cat was doing his thing. It makes you wish you had a time machine. And, you know, speaking of time machines, I don't want to derail anything we got going on. We're having a great interview going. I got to thinking about our post-match interview at ASÉ. I was upset. I was really mad. I came in with a goal that night, and I did not get that goal. I told everybody that I was going to do something, and it hurts a little less when you don't have this kind of responsibility. But now that the eyes are on you, the publications are writing about you, your steps are so looked at and analyzed. When you say you're going to do something, you do it. And I did not. And I took that out on you. And I'm sorry, because as somebody that I look up to, I respect, somebody that I used to turn the TV on when SmackDown went off, Wildside came on, you were the one that I was watching for. And I never thought that tone would come out of my mouth to you. So I'm sorry. And I just want you to know where I was at and where my head was at, and I owe you that. Now, I will say this. I just felt like an outside opinion for somebody who ain't really active like that these days. Kind of threw me. And then when you were saying I was more focused on this than the actual match, I'm 1,000% focused on any match, title or non-title. So I took it a little tough when, again, you know, you even trained some of those guys, right?
Yeah. North Carolina team was, a lot of them were mentored by me.
Yeah.
I have a lot of prestige and honor in helping the next generation.
You certainly did. And it's kind of like you played the hard football game. You at the Super Bowl, you did the thing. You just missed it by just a point. And it's not the other players talking trash to you. It's like the defensive coordinator. And I don't know. I just took it the wrong way. But again, I apologize. Super apologize about that, man. I hope we can move forward on that.
Absolutely, man. We can. You keep saying it's culture and representing for us and what this championship means like today, and then you bring up like Coco Beware.
I do.
I don't know, man. I just feel like this culture today is riding on the backs of people that put in the work for this to be what it is.
That's fair.
Because like you talk about all these people that you named that people would have never heard of, you know, but like you're defending it. It's almost like it's a cultural thing because it's cool. Like you're cool now. You get a chance to be cool. You get a chance to be on the internet and everybody black gets to say, oh, this is the black championship. Can we say black? Can we say that? It's the black championship. Is that what we're representing? Where was this at 20 years ago when it wasn't cool to be black? This is a cool championship now. You sit here walking around, you can say this, and you can go places and say, I'm the best black wrestler in the world. That's basically what you're saying, right? There's a whole lot of people that wasn't cool, and it wasn't cool because we weren't accepted by black people, and it wasn't cool because we weren't accepted by white people. It wasn't cool because we weren't accepted by ourselves. You know why? Because every black person that stepped behind that ring and stepped in that curtain had to represent every single black person in the world. And you want to know the ones that made the show? The ones that made the show, yeah, but he don't represent me. Yeah, but he don't sing me. He don't sing my color. This ain't the real black champion. So we push ourselves down. Then you know what happens? The counterparts, they pull what they think is cool and they send that out, and that becomes the next champion. But it's the cool championship. Where was it at 20, 30 years ago? You walking around like you really got something going on. Like you carrying the culture on your back. But you ain't strong enough.
All right, man. Look, I apologize to you. I came to you as a man about how I was feeling and what's going on. But right now you sounding like sour grapes. Right now you sounding like I wasn't there too when all that was going on. I wasn't there as long as you were in it. You know what? Maybe that's the problem. Because you were going through all that. Man, you know, there's only one of us on the show. Maybe two if we get lucky.
Yeah.
You know, you couldn't do you because they had other people doing you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You can't be Caprice because they doing a carbon copy of the whitewash copy of Caprice, right?
Absolutely.
So check this out. Here's the thing about Suge. And I'll say this to my dying day because I've had a lot of self-hatred about myself, but I'm going to tell you what I do love about myself. The times that weren't so good, the times that were great, and everything in between, I didn't stop. I stayed here. I didn't go nowhere. All right? Now, I'm sorry that you had to go through that. I used to watch Wild Side, and it threw me off because the Caprice Coleman I wanted to see, the guy who I felt was the best black wrestler in the world, ice cold, Wild Side TV champion, he deserved to be on SmackDown. Why I gotta wait till 10 p.m. to watch him? I should be able to turn on the TV 8 p.m. UPN, watch Caprice open the show. And you weren't there. And it made me want to work that much harder to get the title that you had at Wild Side that I couldn't get to. So you know what? Since I couldn't get the one that you had, I had to go after every other one after that. But it hurts me to hear you talk like this right now because as a man of faith, your miracle was right there. Right there if you had just held on a little longer. But you lost the faith when I didn't. You saw how long I had to stay in to get this, how many times it took me to get to this. But you know what you did? You know what? I'm losing the faith. I don't see it. I'm going to take the comfortable route out. Let me put the suit on. Let me put that turtleneck on. Let me sit in the commentary booth with Ian. That's just a little bit easier, right? Because I don't want to struggle like this no more. When really, we was walking around the same path for a little bit, and if you just took 2 more steps with me, it could have been me and you in that title match. It might have even been you with this title. And now you coming off a certain kind of way because it's me and it's not you, when it could have been you.
Check this out, man.
Yeah.
You're confusing something.
And what's that?
I'm behind the desk by choice. It's called versatility. Mm-hmm. Because in this sport, to stay in, you got to be more than just good in the ring. We had to be good in the ring. We had to be good in the mic. We had to be in great shape. We had to have everything they didn't have to be excellent on all parts. So yeah, when I got an opportunity to step behind the desk, I took it because I can talk. I can talk in my sleep, bro. I was born to do this. I can also wrestle in my sleep. I was born to do that. I'm the best on all carts, bro. I'm 46 years old. Do I know how this goes? I know how this road goes. So You see me sit behind the desk as if I'm comfortable now. No, I'm just talented, bro. It's called versatility. And that's what the culture doesn't get. They want to lock the culture in on here, but then they want to say the culture is everybody, and the culture is this and the culture is that. If I can rap, I can rap. If you could dance, you can dance. Wherever you are is what you do. That's what this is supposed to represent. Because when we was on TV, they tried to put you in a box. They had tried to put stereotypes for this, and this is what the role you get. This championship should represent everybody inside this culture that could do everything.
Caprice. All right, man. Enough. I ain't do it to you, bro. I know what you're saying. I've been there. I'm not the one who did it to you. I'm not the bookers. I'm not the TV guys. I'm not the dude saying you got to do this if you want to get on TV. I'm not the dude saying, hey, can you dance? Can you rap so you can get a spot? I'm not doing that to you. It's a different day. And that's the part that I feel like you're not seeing, man. Things are different. And you can still be a part of that. What I'm telling you is the guy I came up on, the guy I know who can still wrestle, that's all I wanted out of you, man. You've been sitting down there the whole time talking about you the best at everything. And the thing is, I just want you to remind everybody, because I ain't seen it in a minute. You did a lot of things I didn't do. I look around at a lot of friends and a lot of car trips I used to be in. A lot of them are doing a lot of things that I didn't get to do. I don't have to dwell on that. I am a world champion. And you know what the beauty of being a world champion is? You get to call shots. And in some cases, you get to change, what'd you say? The culture. I would like to give you a title match. Not because it's a charity thing. Not because it's a, Caprice Mad thing. Not because I even got a personal issue with you, because it's not even a personal issue, bro. I need everybody to know how great Caprice Coleman is. And I, as a champion, if I expect for anybody to be able to respect this around my waist, need the best in competition. The best in competition is not the Caprice that sits behind a commentary table. I want ice cold. I want what I used to turn into Channel 21 for. There's a whole generation of people that don't know that that's in you. And I know you still want to show people that there's something more than what is right now. And I'm giving you that opportunity. You said ain't nobody tried to open a door for you. There it is. If you want it, I'm going to give it to you. All respect due and all admiration for you. I'm not a fan anymore. I'm a professional. The most professional. So that means I'm going to show you why you're behind the desk. And why I'm still out here. It's up to you, man.
People see me sitting behind the desk, feel like I retired. You don't retire from professional wrestling. So no pension plan professional wrestling. Bro, I'm a king sitting on a throne, getting paid to scout my competition. I'm able to see what the next generation is doing to keep preparing myself. You think I've changed? I've grown, my friend. I've evolved. Caprice Coleman is still the showstopper, crowd popping, body rocking, pulse pounding, heart racing, the handsome pace, heartbreak. I'm still the man with the grab, the style, the grace, the shape, the face. I'm still the innovator, the crowd motivator, the commentator complicated. I'm still more devastating than the space modulator, but I've grown. I'm the ageless one. I got a rookie body, a veteran mind, a silver tongue. I'm the ageless one. So no, I ain't chained, sit behind the desk and I'm chilling. Nah, I'm getting paid, bro. I'm getting paid pretty good. Like I made it. You feel me? Just you like the second champion?
I am.
Cool. I accept your challenge. I accept your challenge.
I mean,
You know what's funny about you though? You feel like every other person in this situation about you dig in the trenches. You never got these opportunities, but when you get it, you take it. If you got it, you jump on it. Even if they made you change your name, you do it. But that's why Caprice Coleman wasn't there, because I wouldn't. Caprice Coleman said no to a lot of things. Everywhere I've ever been, I've been Caprice Coleman. And now I'm Caprice Coleman, the ageless one. And I get a chance to wrestle for the Pan-Afrikan Championship. So I'm coming in February as Caprice Coleman, the ageless one. When I leave, I'm leaving as Caprice Coleman, the ageless one, and Pan-Afrikan Champion. This is Caprice Coleman. It's ASÉ Wrestling exclusive interview with Suge, the Pan-Afrikan current champion. And we're out.